Ayubowan. Welcome to your favorite program, Dhammahadaya. Dhammahadaya is the gift brought to you by the Pioneer Buddhist TV channel in Sri Lanka, the Buddhist TV. Now, as you all know, Dhammahadaya is the knowledge discussion where we bring a resource person, introduce him to you, and lead a discussion that will help you in developing your spiritual life. So today's theme as well is a very interesting one. It is something we try to do as Buddhists often, and sometimes we complain that we fail. It is this interesting topic, meditation. And to discuss about meditation, we have invited a resource person. Of course, he's no stranger to you. We have invited him before to this studio of the Buddhist channel. But however, to refresh your memory as well as for the sake of all the new viewers who are with us today, I would like to introduce him to you once again. He is none other than Professor Vasantha Gunatunga. Professor Vasantha Gunatunga from the Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo. So we warmly welcome you to Dhammahadaya. Now, first of all, as I told our viewers, now meditation is something we often complain, like some of us succeed and some of us don't, some of us try hard, but yet most of us complain that it is, it is difficult because mind wanders, can't meditate. What should I do? So, sir, what should we do?
Yes, this is an interesting topic, meditation, because meditation helps people in numerous ways. Now, first of all, we'll see why we need to meditate. Now, we'll analyze little bit what this human being is. There are three major components of any being, any living being. And when we take human beings, we have the physical body, and then we have the mind, and then we have the consciousness. Consciousness here is an assortment of our memories, values, attitudes and beliefs, all that. So, we have this memory store. So, we have basically three constituents of human being. Now, as you know, we do lot of things to maintain our physical body. Now, we bathe it and we put perfumes and we do various other training programs. Now, athletes do lot of training, they give various kinds of foods, nutrition to the physical body.
And it's pretty tough.
Yes, it is tough too.
Yeah.
And then, now at the end of this life, we leave this body. And then we conveniently forget that we have two other components in ourselves, the mind and the consciousness. So, we have this mind that is going right through our lives and then into the next life and coming from the previous life. So, this is something that we should improve, and as much as a physical body or more than that, we need to look after the mind. Now, how do we look after the mind and what are the benefits of looking after the mind? That we have to give a serious consideration. Now, to help the mind or to improve the mind, why should we do it and what are the benefits? We'll little bit dwell on why we need to do this. Now, a lot of people complain that they are stressed and then they have a lot of problems. Some of them cry, some of them get psychiatric problems, and some of them get their work messed up and family life messed up because of the psychological issues.
Yeah.
Mind issues. So, still not knowing what to do with that. They get various medicines from doctors and all that, but that is temporary. Now, if we have a situation where our mind is unruffled by the things that are happening in our workplace, in our family life and in the society, what happens in the mind is unruffled, then we get on with the society, the job and the family life much better.
Okay.
So, that is where the meditation becomes useful in the conventional mundane life, but there is much more to it than living in the day-to-day life. We need to look at why we live, the purpose of life, and what will happen to us at the end of say 70 years, 80 years, and we need to be happy right throughout, and this happiness, if we can maintain and keep it as long as we want, and that is something that everybody wants. And the Buddha told that, give the description, give the word, the Nibbana to that. So this is something that we, the supreme bliss that we attain, and that won't leave us. So most of the other happinesses, you have it now, and next moment you don't have it. So what we are knowingly or unknowingly is asking for is Nibbana, happiness. When we say Nibbana, people don't know what it, most of us don't know what exactly it is, but in simple terms, we want a situation where we are not bothered, where we are not sad but happy, where we are contented, and where we are able to maintain that as long as we want. So that is the situation that we are aiming at. So everybody, if you are not sure as to what you want in your life, if you, it is happiness that you want, and you need to start training your mind. Training your mind, the popular term is meditation.
Yes.
That is why we need meditation, and that is why we should be training our mind. So how do we do that? Now when you say meditation, there are various methods of meditating, and there are methods that people in the Western world are using. There are methods that different teachers taught people, and there's a very special method that the Buddha taught us. Then how do we find out which one to practice and which one to continue? And that is a challenge. Now one who is meditating, who wants to meditate, will have to find out what method to use. For that, of course, there are numerous teachers available in Sri Lanka, unlike in other countries, and you can go to a teacher, or you can go to a temple, or you can read about meditation and start meditating. But when you do that, you have so many methods that on offer in the society, and then you know, a Buddhist will know what four noble truths are, and a Buddhist will know what Eightfold Path is. At least theoretically, one has to know these things, these few things, not much. So if you are not sure of the method of getting complete happiness, you need to at least ask somebody. If you ask somebody at home, he or she will tell you there are 4 truths that are not changing, not altering in this world, and that's 4 noble truths. And then you can ask what that is, and you know that. And then what Eightfold Path is. That is the Eightfold Path is your block. Any method that you are taught about meditation, you have to put into this block of Eightfold Path. And if it does not fit into Eightfold Path, I don't think you should follow that method. Because why I say that, now as Buddhists, we know what the Buddha taught, at least theoretically. So we should be able to judge which method to practice against these methods, systems that are available. One is the Eightfold Path. If the meditation that has been taught to you does not fit into the Eightfold Path, then you need to drop it and find out the real meditation that fits into the Eightfold Path. I think Eightfold Path has 8 components, and these 8 components should come together. the methodology that is used in Eightfold Path as meditation is vipassana meditation.
Okay.
Now, you need to get into vipassana meditation. Now, here somebody might ask, other forms of meditation, are they useless? No, they are not useless. They will give you comfort, but you have a target here. You have a target to achieve, that is the supreme bliss, bliss that is not changing, bliss that is not going away from you all the time, and a bliss that you can maintain as long as you want. When you say a bliss, this is a situation where your stress is minimal or zero, and you are contented, you are happy, and that is, I think, basically everybody is looking for. So, the method is vipassana meditation, and vipassana meditation also there are different slightly different varieties of vipassana meditation, and then you need to find out correct one. I think best method is to practice vipassana meditation. Then the Buddha has advised us how to find out which is the correct method, and that is, if it helps you to reduce your attachments, through this reduction of your attachments, if you are feeling happy, and then if you realize slowly what are the Four Noble Truths, and then there's another inbuilt way of judging your progress.
Yeah.
That is, there are 4 supra-mundane absorptions that you can experience. If you are in the first supra-mundane absorption, whether you are progressing into the second one, and these are the checks and balances of vipassana meditation.
Are you talking about Margapala? Like
Margapala is
by supra-mundane absorption, what
yes,
did you mean, sir?
the popular Pali term that we use is jhana.
Okay, dhyanas. Okay.
First dhyana, second dhyana.
All right.
And then that is one way of judging yourself, your progress. And there's a more advanced way of judging your progress. That is the fruitions of the path, Margapala. And if you attain the first Margapala, that is Sovan status, that is not something that is vague. That is, you are absolutely sure when you reach there, and then that is the other advanced method of judging yourself. So, we mentioned few things. One is that whether you get into the first, second supra-mundane absorptions or jhanas, and then second is the more advanced method is whether you are getting into a fruition of the path, at least first fruition. Then you can also monitor your mindfulness, we call sati. Now, in simple terms, we should describe what mindfulness is, what you are seeing actually in vipassana meditation. Now, it's like this. Now, suppose we are meditating. When we meditate, we do the body meditation, that is we call ka-anupassana. You sort of scan the body using your mind as a scanner, and then when you do that, the mind, you can't keep doing that. Mind wanders here. Suppose you meditate. Far away, you hear this beautiful song that you like most, and then it catches your mind. And then unknowingly you have been listening to the song, not really meditating, maybe a couple of minutes. And you bring back your mind and start meditating again. When you keep meditating for a couple of weeks, you are able to detect the wandering of mind much faster than earlier. So, when you hear the same song, the mind goes there, suddenly you pick that the mind left the meditation, and you bring it back much faster than earlier. So, that means you have improved your mindfulness, the concentration or sati, because when the mind wanders, you detect it faster than earlier. So, that is also another way of assessing your progress. If your level of mindfulness improves with your practice, then you have progressed. Of course, this can go down if you stop meditating for a long time, then your mindfulness drops. You need to develop it again.
Yeah.
So, that is why it is important for anybody who starts meditating with a purpose. You need to keep doing that. It is like boiling a kettle of water. You fill the kettle with water and plug it and put the switch on. Then when it starts making a little noise, you switch off the kettle and go somewhere, and then after a couple of hours you come back again, put the switch on, and it makes a little noise again and switch off and go. So, you keep doing this. Even if you do it for 1 or 2 years, this kettle is not going to boil. So, meditation is also like that. You have to do it until it gives you the desired results. So, if you stop halfway, break it, interrupt it, then it is not going to give the results that you expect. It does not mean that I am asking you to meditate throughout the day, every day, not necessary. You need to do it regularly. So, if you do 2 hours today, you need to continue that. Of course, vipassana meditation, if you have to do it for a sufficient period of time, at least 2 hours a day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, for you to progress. So, one might say that
where to find the time?
Exactly. But have you ever tried to find time? Now, I can give you some of my experience of how we can find time. I am also working. I work as a university teacher. I have I came to work around 8 o'clock and leave the faculty around 4 o'clock, and then we need to mark questions. Even right now I have 300 papers at hand to be marked.
Okay.
So, we do all this work and then set exams and do other research work. As much as anybody else who is working, I am also busy. I need to look after my parents, my children, help my relatives, and do other mundane stuff. Still, I find 2 hours. So, it's not impossible. If you really want to do it, you can do it. So, finding time to meditate, if you really want it, you can do that. We never forget to eat. We find time to eat. Some of us find time to watch television, teledramas, and various other
More than
programs.
2 hours.
More than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, you need to relook at your time distribution of the time use, and then see where you can find a little time for your own progress.
Yeah. And I would like to tell the viewers that Professor Basanta Gunathunga, he says like he meditates I think 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. So like I suppose sir, now though people are reluctant to it first, but if you get used to it, and like I think you'll find time to do it, and you develop some urge to do it. You know, once you get into it, you will develop some urge to do it. Is that so?
That's quite correct. Because now during the time that you meditate, say you have 1 hour in the evening, during this 1 hour in the evening, all the attachments or sankhara that you had during the day, these things keep popping up into your mind, bothering you, sometimes stirring you up and making you sometimes unhappy, sometimes a little bit stressed, and you can shed all these during this 1 hour. So, this 1 hour is really comforting, and you look forward to this 1 hour in the evening. Now, at the end of this 1 hour, you are a fresh person, having charged your batteries, and you are ready to work, and you can go on and on, sometimes tirelessly. Your physical body needs some rest, so you have to give the due respect to your physical body and give the rest that is necessary. But psychologically you are very much tuned up, you can work because the stress that gives you trouble during the day is now gone after that 1 hour of practice. In the morning when you start work, you again practice 1 hour, and then you start work with unbiased fresh mind. So the advantages are numerous. Now if you are a person who are open minded and fresh in the morning, suppose you are dealing with the public and people come to meet to get your service, and you treat each one of them nicely with a smiling face, and whatever they ask for, even if you cannot do what they ask for, you treat them nicely, at least tell them how to get their thing done, and you become a person who is really kind to people and helpful to people, and you yourself are happy.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for that long, detailed explanation. I'm sure it helped our viewers, who are really interested in meditation, but who find it difficult as the mind wanders. So you got a piece of advice. Why don't you try again? Try again until you, as Dr. rightly said, as you reach your goal or your expected goal. Now, sir, I would like to ask you, there is this, controversial ideas about this vegetarianism. Now, there are some meditators like, they just ask you to, avoid meat and fish and then come for their